Hey guys, it's John from Album Review TV. It's time for a highly requested album review. It's We Are the In Crowd's second record titled Weird Kids, out February 18th on Hopeless Records. Follow-up to 2011's Best Intentions. It's been quite a while since that full-length dropped, and you're kind of thinking in terms of like 3 years between albums. This day and age and the internet, you're gone, like unless your word of mouth is strong. They have been touring some, and that has kept them up there, I guess, in their popularity. I saw them live in 2011, shortly before the release of that record. That's what got me into them. And I've kept up with them somewhat since then, and I've always kind of been wondering when that full length is coming, and I'm just glad to see that they do still have a devoted fan base that is checking out their new music. With the release of the first single, The Best Thing That Never Happened, I actually started seeing more pop sensibilities in this band that have always been in their pop punk sounds. The pop has always been there, but just everything about this song definitely clicked and worked for me. Yeah, it kind of did have a poppy and catchy sing-along feel to it, but it was a good feeling. I love the kind of pounding whenever Tay Jardine, their lead vocalist, is singing, "I won't settle, settle, settle," and the drums are also pounding right along with that. The guitar riffs, everything about the song really clicked, made for a great kickoff single to get people stoked for this record. It got me excited for Weird Kids. Listened to the record the whole way through. The first time I wasn't that impressed, but there were definitely standout tracks. The more I hear it, the more I find that there are more standout tracks, ones that jump out more to me than at least on my first initial listen. One that really jumps out to me is the opening track, Long Live the Kids. It starts off slow, driven by piano, and just everything is very slowed down and mellow, and it's kind of anthemic, even when it actually does like burst onto the scene with a little bit more flair, a little bit more attitude midway through the track. I think that overall this song is just paced perfectly. It's one that is like a kind of a like slow fuse that you light it and then it just explodes all of a sudden into this awesome musical thing. In the past, something I always liked about the band was the use of rotated male and female vocals. I love bands that do that, and I really like rock bands that are led by females and ones that have an attitude, and Tay Jardine is definitely one of my musical crushes out there, and she has a wonderful voice, and Jordan X, their other vocalist, actually matches that quite well with his voice. And when they rotate on tracks like Manners, it shines perfectly and showcases just what they're capable of when they do the back and forth, like kind of call and return style vocals. Remember to Forget You is another one of the standout tracks in my opinion. That one, as well as Manners that I just mentioned. Remember to Forget You definitely has a lot of that attitude that I love to see from We Are the In Crowd. Then of course you do have your slower moments, like the next to last track, Windows in Heaven. It's got kind of those poppy, airy drums on it that don't exactly click well with me just because I hear them so much this day and age. And on some tracks, not just Windows in Heaven, I felt like the drumming could have been improved, but there were so many other moments where I was like, wow, the drumming is really good and the guitars are really solid here. So I cannot complain overall on the instrumentation. It's overall a very solid effort from the group musically. Vocally, there are moments that lack. Like I said, Windows in Heaven would be one of those. The closing track, Reflections. I know I just recently mentioned that bands tend to do that on the last track, but now I'm starting to feel like it becomes cliched the more and more I think about it. Since I actually mentioned it in my Issues review, bands tend to take that last track and just kind of do the same thing over and over again. I'm hearing a lot of tracks lately called Reflections or Reflecting or a Look Back. So I feel like that's it's starting to become a worn out theme here. But there are more rights than wrongs, way more rights than wrongs here on Weird Kids. I think that there's so many relatable tracks for people growing up, teenage years definitely, even people like myself, early 20s, college age, can relate to a lot of things to just come back to here on this record. There's not just something, at least some of these tracks, I'm going to see myself coming back to. So I would say moderate replay factor here for Weird Kids. If you want to see the album specs, my favorite songs, my least favorite songs, my overall rating, which is a 4 out of 5 for Weird Kids, check the description down below. You will also find my Facebook, Twitter, comedy channel, vlog channel. All the links for those are in the description as well. So Please make sure you check those out. Give this video a like if you don't mind. Share it with a friend if you enjoyed. Honestly, it helps. We're closing in on 6,000 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you guys that do continuously watch my videos right here on Album Review TV. So, thank you. Request future reviews in the comment section down below. Let me know what you want to see. I know I have a lot planned for the coming months, and I will see you very soon right here on Album Review TV, Beyond the Reviews.